Well. Good morning, West Ham fans. Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Do Forest have a bit of an injury crisis happening at the moment?
They'll lynch you, but he did, and he laughs.
You are different cat. You're different cat of fish.
Us and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Another win. Back on the roll. Back in our European undefeated streak. We start again. We start at one. Can we get another? Can we beat Man City's one again? Because they beat us after 33 days. Buggers. But obviously the attention has to go straight ahead to the Forest game at the weekend. It is the Olympiacos owner double, as we played Olympiacos yesterday, and now we play Nottingham Forest at the weekend. So I imagine he'd probably stay down in London rather than to go up and down. I'm sure he lives in Nottingham Forest. I'm sure he lives in Nottingham up the M1. But anyway, Forest, by all accounts, have a bit of an injury crisis. It seems every side we play at the moment have at least 4 or 5 players out. Obviously, Brentford had 5 players out, and it meant, we still lost that game. But Forest have 5 players out, and a couple of them are really strong players. And actually, a lot of them do score against us as well. So, for example, Callum Hudson-Odoi, he is ruled out until early December. Don't forget, after the Forest game, we then have another international break. That's nice, isn't it? 2 weeks of West Ham not ruining your weekends. Probably have to put up the Christmas decorations, innit? Because then it's all systems go for the rest of December. There's a lot of games coming up. But yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi is not going to be back until early December, apparently with a thigh injury. Felipe de la Mera Montiero, he is going to be out with a knee injury, probably until after the international break. There's a 25% chance of him potentially having some game time against West Ham at the weekend. Divock Origi, he's out apparently until the 25th as well with a hip injury. We also have Chris Woods, thank God. He picked up a hamstring injury, thigh injury, which means he is likely to be out until the end of November. And Gonzalo Montiel, he's going to be out. He hasn't actually got a return date on his injury, and he's only just got back into the country, really, from his calf injury and all the scans from going abroad for treatment. Taiwo Awoni's, that's my only issue, because he's like the Antonio. He's like the new and and he's a player I've always wanted us to get. He's obviously back in the side for them, so that's a little concern from our side. Nothing too obvious. Obviously, we had the game yesterday. We'll have David Moyes' press conference. He'll give us an assessment. He'll probably have 1 or 2. So he'll say, I already predict 1 or 2 knocks or bumps and bruises. We'll see how it all pans out. Nothing too obvious at the moment, but we shall keep an eye on that. As I said, with the David Moyes press conference, it's usually early, but I don't know whether it's because we then have to fly back, or so we'll wait and see. As soon as it's released, we'll then give you the synopsis as per usual. We'll also hopefully have Greg from Forza Garibaldi, lovely guy, Nottingham Forest fan. I've had him on a couple of times. He's a top geezer. He'll be coming this weekend to have a chat about the game ahead, get his views. Obviously, they beat Aston Villa at the weekend, which was a great result for them, and then we want to build on that. We need to win to start some momentum, although what will happen is then we'll have 2 weeks of no football, and we lose with the momentum anyway. But regardless of that, we've got to beat Nottingham Forest. That's for certain. And then we'll have the starting 11 shows tonight. Late show. Actually, lunchtime. We have lunchtime live. We'll do some ratings. Get your views from the Olympiacos game. And then we'll have the late show. Probably myself and Anton. Irish Tommy, unfortunately, can't do it this weekend. He's driving to Tipperary. He's on the way to Tipperary, which apparently is a long way to go. And I will never get tired of using that joke with Irish Tommy. And so keep an eye on the channel. We have all the starting 11 shows on Sunday. I'll get up bloody early and do the match day morning outside London Stadium. And all the fun of the fair that is the Nottingham Forest game. So take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith. Come on, you bloody Irons. Irons!